picture is worth 1,000 words, but a story is worth 1,000 pictures. I brought with me my letters to Lindsay. This is a journal that I started to write 6 years ago when my own daughter Lindsay was born, and I have a picture of her. And I knew when Lindsay was born that I would forget everything, just like you will forget everything if you don't write it down. And years later, now when preparing for this speech, I reread these journal entries and I couldn't believe how much I had forgotten, and I also couldn't believe how much I have changed and grown, and you learn so much about yourself, and it can actually give you some perspective in maybe dealing with your future. So come back with me 6 years ago when Lindsay was first born. I was a new mom. Bear with me, I wasn't exactly Mother of the Year. These are a little pathetic at the beginning. September 20th, 2004, you're 3 weeks old. Our first outing, and I took you to Wildflower Bread Restaurant in the mall. There I was with the baby stroller manual tucked inside my diaper bag and an old rag towel tucked into the bottom portion of your stroller to keep you from sliding out. I was so consumed with watching other moms and noticing how natural and happy they looked. They were feeding their babies with such confidence and laughing constantly. Then there was me. I was so uptight and sweating bullets trying to nurse you as I was wedged inside an all-too-tight restaurant booth. You kept hitting your head on the table, and I thought I was going to experience the incredible Hulk strength and bust the table right out of the bolts on the floor. All I wanted to do was devour my banana walnut pancakes and insert the best earplugs ever made. Oh, what a loving, caring, unselfish mother. But it made me realize how hard it was at the beginning. All right, let's fast forward, 16 months old. I think having you has made me less judgmental and more accepting of parents. I was always the first to criticize parents and their philosophy on raising kids. I now know it's much easier said than done. It reminds me of when I was 23 years old and in a TJ Maxx dressing room next to a mother with a crying baby. After hearing the baby cry over and over, I yelled, "Enough already!" to the mother. She was probably frantically getting her clothes back on so that she could take her baby outside. And once it happened to me, I felt terrible that I ever said that. And do you know, to this day, I still feel enormous guilt when I drive by a TJ Maxx store. I'm just thinking of that woman. Age 3. If I had known back in August 2004 what life would be like now, I would have stopped the nonsense and just enjoyed the moment. You have changed my perspective on life. Seeing the world through your eyes has been a gift. Your enthusiasm, innocence, and love for everyone and everything is contagious. Because of you, we have stayed young at heart. Because of you, we prefer to vacation at Disneyland over exotic beaches. Not sure I agree with that anymore. Because of you, we return grocery carts in the parking lot and are more friendly and considerate to people. Because of you, we smile and laugh and love each other more. Quite the outstanding citizen. Apparently it took motherhood for me to return a grocery cart. Age 4. We went to the pottery painting place. You painted a pony. You wanted to take it to the mall. I warned you it could break. You said you'd be careful. We went into Banana Republic and you dropped Pony on the wood floor. Its legs shattered and you looked up at me and said, "Oh, this is perfect timing. I'm not going to cry." Well, I'm crying. You picked up the pieces and we left the mall. I was taught to breathe when I'm crying. You picked up the pieces and we left the mall. And in the car ride home, you looked at your pony with the broken legs and said, "I wanted his legs to be shorter." Obviously, she inherited Grandpa Joel's positive attitude. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe the tears are coming again. I have read this book probably 917 times and By the time I finally did this speech, I thought I was done with the crying. And it just keeps coming out. You have to capture your moments because you will forget. Age 5. It was early in the morning and the TV was on. A beautiful blonde woman was on the channel. And Lindsay says, "Oh my goodness, she is beautiful." And then she looked at me and said, "I mean, you're beautiful too. Just not in the morning." It's a good thing that this speech isn't at 8 a.m. About 4 months ago, Lindsay got eyeglasses and an eye patch because she needed to strengthen her right eye. So she wears the eye patch on the left eye just a couple hours a day. It's just temporary, and she actually enjoys wearing the glasses and the eye patch. They're all jeweled and decorated, and she gets all this extra attention. So on February 2011, age 6, she said to me, "Did you want a daughter with glasses and an eye patch?" Age 6, May 8th, 2011, which was 2 nights ago. I was nervous to give this speech in front of all of you, and so I said to Lindsay, "I'm a little nervous to give this speech." And she said to me, "Mom, don't worry. Just pretend they're all stuffed animals." Now, I know this book has all been about me and my life, but think about you and your life. What would you have written in the last 6 years? Capture those moments so that you can have thousands of pictures of your life. Now get writing, stuffed animal.